What's good, people? At the time of this here voice recording, my phone is on 6%. And I told myself I was going to record because I got 2 videos to record today. Because Friday, I ain't got no time. But by the way, on this here YouTube channel, I go live Wednesday and the weekends. Now, when I say Friday I have no time, I'ma still stream, right? But again, for you all, the Friday I'm talking about is in the past. So, don't even worry about it. All you need to worry about is going to that channel and hitting the subscribe button. Because then, you'll see when I'm live. But let's go ahead and talk about what we have going on here. We're on Fisk at night. There's a guy up here somewhere, maybe about right there, and another guy down here. Now, some of you, new players, if not some more advanced but also skeptical players, Jet, how do you know where people are at, fam? You gotta be hacking. No, it's not called hacking, it's called experience. And it's the most simplest experience you can get in this here game. When you play the same maps over and over and over again, and you spawn in the same places over and over again, you can predict where people are. And in most cases, if you get it right, you are right on the money. Guys, the 629. It is a fantastic pistol. It's one of the greatest pistols in the game, not gonna lie to you. But you gotta know how to aim. Because if you don't, you'll just be over there shooting very heavy magnum rounds into the air. And magnum rounds in the air do no good. So, me, with a 629 right here, this is me trying to decide if it's still good in Season 20. And you know what, let me speak on this real quick. Apparently, y'all been yelling at me. Crosshairs off rifles is intentional. I'm gonna say that is a very deep sigh. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, it's something new, don't get me wrong, but would you call that a nerf to rifles? I mean, a rifle is still a rifle, it's just no crosshair. It's kind of like eating food without a plate. Can you still eat the food? Yeah. It's just gonna be hard. There's a guy who just hit a car alarm, and there's your tunnel. Let me say that one more time. There's a guy in a tunnel who hit a car alarm. You know what I just told you all, people? He just killed himself. It may not be right now. It may not be in the future. But that guy in that tunnel just killed himself. And let me speak on this as well. Do y'all see where the detector is? Yeah, it's in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. And do you know what else is right near the detector? The Bard House. I want you to keep those two things in mind, folks. I want you to keep those two things in mind. So you see I'm looking down this tunnel and I'm like, my guy, what are you doing? The container is back there. You should be moving. Well, he was moving. albeit very slow. But hey, all it took is one shot to the head and he was gone. And I'm gonna say it, that was probably like my 5th, maybe 10th, maybe 12th if you want to stretch it out and exaggerate. But that was probably my 5th time using the B93. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I got lucky. I did. That headshot on that 3rd round, I don't know where it came from, but I'm not complaining one bit. So, what we have going on here? Well, the container's up there, right? And it looks like no one is touching it. Again, it looks like no one's touching it. So, I'm not going to touch it either. And why am I not going to touch it? Because this guy is still hitting the detector. Now, the detector is far, right? It is. But what's stopping him from running right over here and seeing about me? What's stopping him? He knows where everyone is on the map. So if he shoots at someone else, then someone else is closer to him than I. And at that point, I may consider going for it. I may. But, do you hear any shots? No. Still no shots. Homeboy is looking dead at, I tell a fib, he's shooting right now. So, even though he is shooting, and I said I may consider it, guess what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing? I'm running right over here to the little suburbs right here in this little area. And there's a comm station in that there blue house. If you've been watching the uploads recently, you will see a video where I did not touch a comm station. And that was one of the longest videos I ever recorded. Yeah, we like encounters where people die, not where people camp. So, I messed that up. Damn quick fingers. Anyways, we gotta live with it now. And there is no comm station near me. There isn't. So, if someone grabs an airdrop, sure, they're gonna be a slow-moving target, but they will not be taking damage over time. And that right there, that's what you want. Damage over time on your opponent. So, I said that there is no comm station near me, which there isn't, but the nearest one to me is up here. In that red house up there. So, I'm making my best effort to run up there, but I'm also looking behind me as well. Because I just got ported. Now that can mean two things. Homeboy's near the container, or he's near the detector. Take a wild guess. Yep, the detector. So now that he ported me, he just told me, I am the closest guy to you. And I'm at the detector. What are you going to do about it? Well, nothing. And here's why I say that, folks. Here's why I say that. Because I know some of you are like, Jet, why? Let me explain myself. Homeboy knows I'm coming. If I'd run over there right now, he has the angle and the knowledge on me. And why is he even over there? That him hitting the Bard house just now has told me that he feels safe enough.
The plane is near. Get ready for the airdrop.
That he feels safe enough to go for the Bard house. I'm far enough to where he can go for the Bard house and no one's going to shoot at him. So you see here, I'm having a long, hard think. The container's in front of me. The Bard house is to the right of me. I know someone's in the Bard house, but I don't know someone's over here at the container. I don't know. People, if this was real life, and you had an assault rifle in your hands, and the enemy knows you're coming, would you walk straight toward the enemy? No? Okay, so why would you do it in a game? A game, and this is on some documentary BS I watched, the military actually likes people who plays video games because they make better decisions. So, if I were to go over there right now, homeboy's probably prone in the house, if not in a bush outside the house, and all he's going to be doing is waiting for me to mess up. Why walk into his lair? And besides, listen. And there he goes, using the detector one more time before he leaves, just to see if anyone's near him. Just to see. But I'm not going to be near him. Like I said, he knows I'm coming. Guys, let me ask you a question. Did you think someone was nearby? Did you think so? If you said no, I don't think anyone's nearby, or I did not think that anyone was nearby, let me tell you something. You need more experience. Guys, as I was walking down that hill toward the container, I stopped talking for a reason. Did you hear? That's the sound of him celebrating. Did you hear that phone booth? The dial tone? Did you hear that? Someone picked up the phone right there. If you didn't hear that, then chances are that guy on that container would have shot at you and killed you. When I heard that phone, I said, oh, wait a minute, someone's near here. Guys, the game gives you information. It's just up to you to recognize it, process it, and then figure out what you're going to do with it. And that is a mortar strike. In that direction. Yes, people are back there. They always are. So folks, what can you learn from this here encounter? Well, think in the box, but also think outside the box. That's why you have two halves of your brain. One for inside, one for outside. Think about what your opponent is doing, then think what's the best course of action that you have yourself. And if that course of action involves your opponent, but also might involve getting you killed, rethink your action. Rethink it. Now, I'm not sitting here and saying you should have a PhD in philosophy to play this game. I'm not saying that. How I play this game is very different compared to everyone else. Besides, everyone else would have ran straight toward our barred house and got in a gunfight. They may have won, they may have lost. Cool. Me? I'm not going to take that chance. Instead, I'm just going to think and then go based off of what I think. Everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace.